Genesis chapter 2, verse 22. In the prior verse, God took a rib from Adam. Now we're going to find out what he does with that rib. Kai oikodamesin kurios hatheos, tein pluron, hein elaben apha tu Adam, eis gunaika ke egagen autein prostan Adam. We're going to start with a very interesting verb here, oikodamesin. Now, this is from oikodameo, and that is a very nice rendering of the underlying Hebrew, which is bana. Both of them are verbs for to build, actually, or to construct. And with the lengthening on the front end and the sigma with the third singular ending, this is a third singular aorist active indicative. It's a Cal Vob consecutive in the Hebrew. So that works nicely. So I think it's kind of interesting here that God is building or constructing. I kind of love that. It's not always picked up that way in translations, but that's what's going on here. And it's kurios hatheos, which is, of course, the tetragrammaton, here being rendered by kurios and Elohim by hatheos. We've seen that before. So the Lord God built. And the verb here is pluron, which we saw last video is the word for rib. So in some sense, it's almost like it is the accusative of built, but he's really using it as the substance that he's using to build with. So you could almost say something like the Lord God built with the rib. That might be a bit of a generous gloss. Now let's find out more about the rib. Hein elaben apatu Adam. We saw in the prior video that elaben was the main verb there. Again, it's a third singular aorist active indicative from lambano. So he took it. The hein here refers back to the rib, so we have a nice relative clause here. So it's the rib which he took from Adam. And then now we finally have the completion of the thought. This is actually what he's building. He built from the rib a woman. It's almost like he fabricated the rib into a woman with the ace there, something along those lines. Having made this woman then, Agagen is from ago, and even though this almost looks like a perfect, you have to recall that with ago here, which is to lead, in the aorist, it reduplicates actually, and then a third singular ending. And so this would be a third singular aorist active indicative, though it looks a little bit strange. He led her, now referring back to the woman, prostan Adam, towards Adam or in the presence of Adam. So a lot of really neat little things here going on in this verse where the Lord God here is building out of a rib. He's built Adam from the dust of the ground. Now he's building woman from his rib and leading her before Adam. So lovely little verse here.